Erased matriarchy. Unearthing the history of female power.
Picture yourself walking through the National Gallery. You are surrounded by towering canvases of Greek gods, twisting muscles, and heroic battles. The little placard next to the frame says, "Old Master," and 9 times out of 10, that master is a man. It is easy to look at those walls and think men possessed some unique spark of genius that women lacked.
I mean, yeah, I always assumed women were just busy doing other things.
It wasn't about being busy. It was about being locked out. Welcome to Erased Matriarchy. Today, we're looking at 18th century London and the rise of the Royal Academy. This was the moment art shifted from a family trade, where a woman might learn from her father, to a prestigious profession. The Academy wanted to elevate art to a science. They decided that the highest form of art, the only kind that truly mattered, was history painting.
History painting? Like painting kings and queens?
Bigger. Mythology, the Bible, epic narratives. And to paint those figures, you needed absolute mastery of the human body. You had to know how a bicep flexes when a sword is raised. This required hours of study in the life room, drawing from a live nude model.
Okay, so just go to the class?
That is where the trap snapped shut. Women were strictly banned from the life room. The Academy ruled that it was morally improper for a woman to see a naked male body.
But let me guess, the male students could look at naked women all day?
Without question, it was a one-way mirror of morality. This wasn't just a rule about modesty, it was a structural eviction from greatness. If you couldn't enter the life room, you couldn't learn anatomy. If you couldn't learn anatomy, you couldn't paint history. Women were forced into the minor arts, painting vases, flowers, maybe a portrait if they were lucky.
And then people turned around and said women only painted trivial things because that's all they were good at.
Exactly. They broke a woman's legs and then criticized her for limping. We look at art history as a meritocracy, but it was a rigged game. Those old masters weren't just the most talented people in history. They were simply the only ones allowed in the classroom.
Wow, that makes you wonder what the gallery would look like if the doors had been open.
We missed out on half of human imagination simply because of who held the keys.
Ignite your muse with drops of inspiration. Search Musedrops.